welcome to this build of Airfix's Westland Gazelle. So I've got the first few parts out, glued the backrest on, and I've just cleaned up and glued on this part here. I don't know if it's supposed to go right to the edge or what, because it doesn't show you. No, we'll go with that. Chairs have a lot of flash on them. I don't know why I'm talking, because I'm going to speed this up. Okay, so the fuselage is all together. I've masked up, ready for the paint. I put the layer masking fluid on there, and these big areas here. There's various types of Tamiya tape around everywhere else. I think I've rectified all the seam lines best I can, but doing that has got rid of the raised detail. Not a lot I can do about that, to be honest. Everything is on sticks ready for paint now, so first off I'm going to give them a primer of this, surface primer from Vallejo. I like this stuff, it's good. And then we'll get on with painting the camouflage. Right. Okay, so this little helicopter is now primed with Vallejo black primer, and looking at the callouts for this, I'm going to spray the light grey first, and that's recommending Umbro 165, which is medium sea grey, and I've got that here, but I've tried spraying this and it won't go through the airbrush, so that ain't going to be used, and instead we are using Tamiya medium sea grey 2 or Airfix F83. So I'll load up the airbrush and we'll get it sprayed. Okay, so let's get some transfers done. Okay, I'll get on with the rest of them. Okay, so it's had a matte coat, umbrella matte coat. So it's now time to take the, before I put all the parts on, now time to take the masking off, I think. It's always a thoughtful time whether this is going to work or not. So let's start it off. Oh yes, that's nice, isn't it? So get the rest of it off and we'll have a look. Okay, and there's the completed helicopter. It's quite a nice little thing really, isn't it? Let's get it spinning round. It was just cleaning up all the flash and what have you, and getting rid of the seam lines, because there were a few that needed doing. Painting it red oddle, there's not much to paint. It certainly helped using thin Tamiya tape and then infilling with this Vallejo liquid mask to do the masking. That made that a lot easier and a lot neater. Even though the transfers were old and weren't cartographed, they went down alright. So the Westland Gazelle, it says on the box that the Gazelle was built under licence by Westland for the British Army, the Air Force and Royal Navy. They entered service in 1973 in the training role and later as a light observation liaison helicopter for the Army. So it'd be cool if the Airfix followed up the 1/48 scale Sea King with a 48 scale Gazelle, or they could do as a vintage classic the Westland Wasp. I wouldn't mind that one, the Wasp, because that's another nice kit, remember that one. Anyway, we'll cut back to me. Okay, so that's the end of this kit from Airfix. The 1/72 scale Westland Gazelle. I have to admit, I've enjoyed making it, even though it's an old one from 1960s or 70s, early 70s. And yeah, they ought to bring it back as a vintage classic, but not as a starter set. If I were a kid and I just picked this up to make it, I'd be a bit disappointed, I think. Anyway, so next up, will be another helicopter, but not in 77 scale. It will be in 48 scale. This sucker from Airfix, and it recently released Westland Sea King. Looking forward to this one. The box is full of the paints for it. I've made the 72nd scale version, and that were a grand kit as well. So watch out for this, please. If you like the video, please can I have a thumbs up. subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you have subscribed, thank you very much. It is really appreciated, and I mean that. Okay, so, and you know, this is my hobby. I don't do anything else. I look after my wife, I cook, clean, other stuff, I do religious stuff, and anyway, so this is Stevie signing off for now. Cheerio.